a good monitor can help you shoot video especially, but there's sometimes applications for still shooters too. And I've looked at a couple in the past, and I think I've got one here to hand, still the Viltrox DC50, but I got asked to look at one, and it's this one. Now this has got a sharp IZGO, IZGO TFT display, which if you're into that kind of stuff, has been really kind of trying to shake up the market when it comes to screens, and it's found in a Nintendo Switch and stuff like that as a low-powered but high-quality option. Now this thing, it even has it right there, 5.5-inch sharp IZGO TFT LCD screen, 3.5mm port for audio monitoring, quarter thread holes, etc. And I believe, if I remember rightly, which I should, this can accept a 4K signal. Now it's not a 4K screen, but 1080p. But anyway, I thought this could be very handy and maybe even take over from what I've been using. So let's crack it open and see what we get and how it looks, and hopefully it lives up to the reputation that I've found. There's a few good channels talking about it, so I thought, yeah, why not? This could become a nice little bit of kit in my kit. On the back, we've got some basic specs, so pause that if you want to read it, but we're just going to get on with it because it should be nice and simple. In fact, if you've watched any of my others, the other two, I think it was Viltrox and the other nice one, Phil World, you know, nice simple budget numbers. There's a little, what is that? Thought it was a postcard. Moman. Anyway, this is going for $129.99 on Amazon right now with a 5% discount. I don't know if that'll change by the time this video goes live, but you know, that's what makes this a very healthy proposition. Let's see what we've got. Right, so fans of the channel will be happy to see there's a lens cloth. This time it's orange. HDMI to mini HDMI cable in there. Silica gel, do not eat. We've got, I think that's the, I don't know if you call it micro. Yep, micro HDMI cable right there. So that'll be very good for my cameras there. Anyway, of course, this well-packed thing in here will be the L bracket mount. Cold shoe feels very nice. There's the cold shoe mount there, the mount to the actual monitor itself there, another cold shoe mount on the side there. That's a nice solid bit of kit, a bit of cardboard, and a user manual right there. Well, for what that's worth. So firstly, we've got a shade. Standard affair, nothing to write home about, but feels like it will do the job, so happy with that. Nice and simple. HDMI there, and I'll have to work out what that is there. It looks like it's either been blanked out or what. Power in there, on off, F1, F2, F3, exit, dial there, quarter-inch screw thread there. Very nice 3.5mm port there for monitoring the audio. USB, another quarter-inch thread there. Let's put this battery in then. You got to really push it in there, lock down there, and it's in, not coming out at all. That really is a solid fit. On there we go. That took a few more seconds than I expected. Now if we press on the button on the top, we get into the menu settings. So obviously it's, you know, one of them, you got to press the button, scroll to go through. Now monochrome display, then I can choose black, white, red, green, off, false color, focus peaking, zebra pattern, so we can have a zebra pattern, and you can see there's a couple of options in there. Histogram on off, that's an interesting little thing, so we'll leave that at the bottom there. Volume bar, there we go, so we've got a nice little meter there. Return. I'm just going to go through the menu so we can see what's in here. It's all business as usual, but actually very, very handy stuff. I mean, look at that. We've got zoom. There's a few levels of zoom. Flips, freeze. That's pretty handy. Color settings. So that's pretty cool. You can really mess with that. It's a very sharp looking screen as it happens. Everything just on this page gives me some good vibes. Right, so the hotkeys, we can change that around if we like. So let's put one into, well, I'm going to leave the histogram on and the volume bar on for now. Let's just leave it as it is. I might change this one to zebra pattern. Yeah, there we go. Right, other settings. So let's see, maybe you need to change the language. So I'll show you the options there, and it's literally just those two. There we go. Transparency, high, off, low, middle. I'm going to put it on, well, off. OSD, reset, software upgrade, return. Pretty handy. I've plugged it into my T3 here, and I've got it in playback mode, and to be honest, looking at the screen there, I mean, looks absolutely fine. F1 false color. There you go, false color on. There's your gauge there. No, I'm not that deep into this to be using false color, but if you are, there it is. Let's turn it off. There we go. Focus peaking, high. There we go, in red, so that's pretty cool. I might change that to a different color. As you can see, it takes a little moment to just kick in, and zebra, let's see. There we go. That seems absolutely fine. Let's see if we can turn that off. Right. Playing back absolutely nicely. Now, viewing mode, it is doing what you'd expect it to do. That is absolutely fine. Let's just check something in the menu again that we couldn't check before. I'm going to switch that to manual focus so it's not flicking around. You can see the focus peaking of the Fuji there. Let's just see how this thing fares for lag. So, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems all right to me. Also, let's just check out another little feature in here, which I don't think I need to use, but just to see, zoom. So we've got quite a few levels of zoom, right up to 10 for what it's worth. So, I don't know, that might be something handy to you. I'm not particularly worried myself. All these features seem to work very well. So let's get out and use it in the field and get back and let you know how I feel after putting this to use. Well, I've been using this setup out in the field quite a bit, and even with the less than ideal weather situations, the thing's held up nicely. The build quality seems decent, and let's say more than once, especially at the price. Remember, we're looking at budget options for budding filmmakers, video shooters, or even just simple vlog style shooters, you know. This thing's got the features like zebra, false color, peaking, and a few, well, a lot of extra bits and pieces that you might not even need initially. It's got a decent sized screen. It's very flexible. You can even use it on a gimbal and attach something else onto here. Maybe you want to attach a microphone, but your cold shoe mount's been taken up by this, so you can attach one to the side there. It feels well built, and it feels like it will last and do the job. Now, as you can see, I can use it like this and, you know, make the most out of my shooting with the T3, for example. which doesn't have a flip around screen, so that just gives extra value to that camera. And in fact, it may at some point take over from the A to D over there, because I do prefer the video from the T3. I mean, if we flick over to it now, hopefully you can see something of a difference, although they're set up differently, and I need to flip this screen around to see what's going on, which obviously I can do very easily. But let's go back to the A to D now. It's just very simple to use. Now, you might not want to blow the budget on an Atomos or something like that, or is it small HD? I always get the name wrong. I mean, they're super cool and arguably better, but this is a nice value piece of kit. We have to give another shout to this real nice screen. Definite pro for this. Let us know in the comments below if you've used one of these before, or if you prefer something else. I mean, feel free to let us know in the comments below. That's what it's all about. This is just one person's opinion. This Desview monitor, worth the look, but let us know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, take it easy, and thanks for watching.